fun show. We can have a good time either way. With our sponsors here, we have 3D glasses. Doesn't mean we're not going to polish off this entire bottle of Fernet, even though there's only 4 people here. We'll be telling each other our life stories a little later. Why, just this week, someone mailed me this spider. It's a nice spider. Look at this spider. It's nice. It's pink. You can't see that because of the lights. But it's a pink spider. And it says right here, it says Chicken John on the spider. And on the back side here, it says 3359 Army Street. And there's 2 stamps on an elastic hair tie around it. And it was mailed to me in this condition. This was in my mailbox. They just wrote right on it. And today, when I came home, I got another package in the mail. Would you like to see the package I got in the mail today?
Yeah! Inside it.
Who wants to see my package? So there it is, 3359 Army Street, Chicken John, and then 94110. And this cost $7.24 to mail. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we look to space, the final frontier. These are the monologues of the astrologer Pete Goldie, whose bold 5-year mission is to present bar graphs, pie charts, and statistics. Statistics that you won't care about at all. That's show business, Pete. That was your intro. And here he is, Pete Goldie, who has promised me that this week his presentation is going to be interesting and funny. And brief.
Okay, this is Pace Ions Apport.
Come on, man, it's a budget show. There's 4 people in the fucking audience. Where's my living room?
What you're looking at is a galaxy. It's called NGC 4526. Yes, that's the central core of the galaxy where there probably exists a supermassive black hole. But the thing I'd like to point out of interest in this galaxy is not this galaxy structure that's so typical of the spiral galaxy in the central core. The dust lanes here. Whee! Yeah, it's flake board. Flake board versus particle board.
You can only get that in California on Craigslist. Flake board.
It is. It's engineered wood products.
Come on now. Interesting and funny, you promised.
Okay, well, the interruption there was about particles, and you're right, they are particles. They're being thrown out in both above and below that galaxy at near the speed of light, and you do not want to get in the way of that stuff. It would fry you, no matter what. Now, something new in space happened yesterday. Something new, and it involves a spacecraft very similar to this drawing here, which is an Iridium satellite telephone communication satellite. And one of the commercial Iridium satellites, and I think there's about 66 up there floating around in orbit around Earth, hit a Russian satellite, and they both were destroyed.
What are the chances of that happening?
Well, I mean, that's pretty good. Think about this. We've had satellites going up for over 40 years now. And here's the first case where 2 satellites hit each other in orbit.
Was it like a satellite traffic jam up there in the freeway around Uranus?
There are tens of thousands of satellites up there. Some of them are still working and some of them are not. Well, the Iridium satellite was working away. It was there making phone calls, between Baghdad and...
Was it part of the outer space information superhighway?
No, it's a commercial network. You can buy one of those satellite phones the size of a shoebox and call up one of these satellites and call anywhere. I think it's about $10 a day. something like that. If you're in Antarctica, it'd be a great thing to have. But around here, a cell phone plan's a little cheaper. But it's not. I mean, really, how often do they hit? Okay, they hit. They hit. They actually blew up. Hey, which satellite was at fault? Chicken, you know something about traffic. Which satellite was at fault?
And which satellite that was going backwards?
Well, they're both going forward. Anyway, they ran into each other, and it so happens that when two satellites collide, this happened to be a Russian one hitting one from Motorola, and there is no right-of-way, there is no air traffic controller, and there is no universal way of knowing what is coming to hit you. And no one is at fault.
How far can too far go?
Well, it goes so far that you're not able to retrieve it or turn it to your advantage, and you watch it dwindling away impotently, helplessly into the distance while you sit or stand there grinding your rear molars. And then you know that it's gone too far. And although it's far, it's not far out, as they used to say, but far gone, which they used to say before they said far out.
Here's a question. Why is my goddamned... I can hardly read this writing.
Well, maybe that writing you're trying to give us some reading is written rotten.
It is written rotten. Why is my goddamned husband so lazy?
What? Don't call me lazy.
No, it's a hillbilly question from our roof dwelling hillbillies.
Don't you call me lazy and
Let's get you solve this in the wisdom of your family.
Nagger! You're so lazy!
Well, folks, this is the stuff of life, I guess. And now we have childcare also going on here on the show.
Lucky likes balls!
Yes, little Lucky likes balls. So we have so many of them.
you don't call me lazy. Nagger.
Don't call me nagger! Lazy!
Don't call me lazy. Nagger.
Don't call me nagger! Lazy!
Don't call me lazy. Nagger.
Ah, yes, there's nothing like a good fight to resolve all differences. To stimulate the corpuscles and let nature take its course right here in Chicken's living room, right on the floor. And so that's how we get the phenomenon of octuplets and everything else. And yes, it's all part of nature's great plan. Oh, well, all right. Okay.
You got something?
Sure, I do.
Something that begins with like the letter...
S. Sunset, evening star, and one clear call for me. And let there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea, for such a tide as moving seems asleep, too rich for sound or foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark, for though from out this bourne of time and place the fates shall bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. I thought it wasn't our policy to give K-Rob liquor during the show, huh?
Well, you know, the show's almost over, for Christ's sakes.
That's
You
just
get ready to relax.
whizzing through to the end like an arrow.
As a matter of fact, K-Rob, can we have a little station identification while you turn on your sign, which I didn't even notice was on?
Waiting for its move.
San Francisco!
That's right, ladies and germs. K-Rob, the one-man radio station, is here at your beck and call.
I have a couple questions here.
Good.